Alright, welcome back. So, it's been a while since we did a game review. I think it's actually been since the exhibition games that we did a game review. I think we did like game reviews for the first 2 days. I quit after that, and we just haven't really done anything since. But now, I'm not taking any exceptions. No going on the PlayStation, or no getting on the games with the boys, which is usually what I do at around this time, until the game reviews for any of the games, whether it's 7 games or it's just 2. I'm not getting on until they're done. So that's just the final thing here. I want to say that to everyone before I'm gonna try to get as committed to this channel as possible. I'm gonna take ideas from subscribers, do previews and reviews, talk about news that I don't really usually cover. I just want to become that YouTuber that people come to, and it's gonna be tough, but you know. All right, so Boston and Tampa, Game 1, Round 2. Coming to this game, I was rooting for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I will say that. But I had a feeling that Boston was going to win. So, and with all that, I think with these teams, Boston beat Carolina in 6 games. Boston beat Carolina in 5 games, and Tampa beat Boston in 5 games also. So these teams are pretty easily matched. And the last time these teams played each other, which was back in 2018, round number 2, when I was just getting into hockey. This was a series that I watched. Game 1 of 2018, by far, that got me into starting to like the Tampa Bay Lightning. 100%. After I saw them play, I saw their players on their team, I was thinking to myself, this is the team that I want to root for. This is one of the teams that I want to root for. And I already had the Flyers locked. They were deadlocked for my favorite team. And then you had Arizona, which was competing with San Jose, and Tampa. Arizona basically locked up that second place spot right before that game happened. So it was Tampa Bay and San Jose. Tampa was number 4 at the time. San Jose was 3, but now San Jose's 4 and Tampa's 3. But anyways, that doesn't matter. That game back in 2018 got me into liking the Tampa Bay Lightning. So heading into this series, that entire series got me into liking Tampa. So heading into this series, I was of course rooting for Tampa, but I had a feeling that the Boston Bruins were going to win this game, and I was right. So first off, before we do this, I want to get into the predictions by the fans in the Discord server. I want to give shout-outs to all these guys, because they deserve shout-outs. A lot of these guys have been committed from the start. I think one of them has been around since when the channel had less than 50 subscribers. One of them has been around less than 100. One of them has been around less than 40, and the other's been around when we hit the 200 subscriber mark. So, and another one's been around since we hit 330, around there. So yeah, it's been a pretty crazy ride for all these guys, and I just want to give them shout-outs. So LMH, he started off the predictions. He predicted Boston to win, but it was pretty lopsided with Tampa getting all the predictions. Gladiator 404 on Discord, aka John Matalo, as a lot of people know him on YouTube. He predicted Tampa to win. That one Italian twat, that's his Discord user, aka Bad Luck Master. You might know him too. He's a mod on here. He predicted Tampa to win. Then Huberto Deserves a Cup, aka Brandon Odell, who I think has been on a few streams and on HGH's streams. You watch Hot Take Hockey. He predicted Tampa to win. And then last but not least, one of our admins, God dang it, Nashville, aka Minnie McDash, which you'll know him on YouTube. He doesn't really post on YouTube that much anymore. But he predicted Boston to win. Only LMH and Minnie McDeffs were right. It was a crazy game, and I'm gonna say that. So, to be honest, early, Boston pulls a penalty. 29 seconds in, I'm thinking to myself, oh, it was a Zdeno Chara cross-checking against Blake Coleman, which was a pretty bad call early on. But that didn't take long before a Tampa Bay penalty was called. 11:40 in, it was Mikhail Sergachev for holding against Chris Wagner. The penalty was killed off, so was Boston's, but that didn't stop the goals. Now, in the first period, Charlie Coyle scored a goal. It was a tip from, I think it was a Carlos shot. It was Carlos' first assist and Marchand's 5th assist. Marchand's been really on a roll. It was a tip in. It was a tip. I guess you could kind of call it high stick, but it was a tip that it actually no, it might have gone up. I forget how the goal was. I think his stick was in the air. The puck hit it. It went down through Vasilevsky's 5-hole into the net. 1-0 Boston lead. So Pretty simple there. It was not that. It was a pretty good goal, and it was great. I think what also happened in that first period, this might have happened in the second period. I can't exactly remember. There was a play where the Tampa Bay player hit the puck with his high stick. It went down on the ground. The referee called it. Yet the Tampa Bay players shot it into the net, and it was called a no goal. The ref did this 17 million times, and then he called a penalty. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, are you dumb? It didn't even. It wasn't even anywhere near a Bruins player where he hit this puck with his high stick. I mean, I guess you could see it, but still, that's retarded. That is very retarded. Cause with that, I forget which Tampa Bay player it was. It might have been Hedman. I'm not too sure. He hit the puck with his stick. It went down. The puck went down, hit the goaltender, saved by Halak. They put it into the net, no goal. So, where's the penalty? Didn't touch any Bruins players at all. Luckily, John Cooper immediately argued, the Tampa Bay coach, by the way, immediately argued with it. They were like, oh, that's a retarded goal. That's a retarded play. And they didn't call a penalty, which was good. Because I was thinking to myself, if they call that penalty, that is record-breaking retarded. So, yeah, that ended off the first period. Second period, there was quite a bit of penalties. 3:08 was a Tampa Bay penalty. Victor Hedman for tripping against Anders Vajork. That turned out to be an actual goal. David Pastrnak's second goal of these playoffs, with Krejci his 7th assist and Krug with his 4th. These assists have been really on fire. It was a power play goal. Boston leads 2-0. I knew this goal was going to go in the second. I saw Pastrnak on the other side. I saw Krug pass it to Krejci. Krejci just skating up and down the one side with Tampa Bay players on him. He was passing it back and forth to Krug. I saw Pastrnak open like this with his stick. I was thinking to myself, that's a goal. That's all my goal. I almost walked away from the computer. I was like, yep, that's a goal. Because I watched it on the computer. So the pass went to Pastrnak, bam, shot right, top shot pass by Vasilevsky. I was like, I knew it. I absolutely called it. So it didn't really surprise me. 5:50 heading into there. Patrice Bergeron got a holding penalty against Victor Hedman. Boston killed that off. Another penalty against Boston was at 13:36, where Chris Ragnar had a roughing penalty against Tyler Johnson. Of course, they killed that off as well. And then with 16:46 remaining, Alex Killorn with interference against Charlie McAvoy. So, a lot of penalties were played there, but that was the end of the second period. Heading into the third now, Boston got a very early goal. Brad Marchand with his 4th of the season, with Pastrnak and Bergeron getting the assist. Pasternak's 4th and Bergeron's 5th. That line has been really on fire. The Pastrnak, Bergeron, Marchand line. That's been absolutely on fire. I'm so impressed with that line. It's been awesome to see. 3-0 Boston. So, yeah. After that, then, there was a power play not too long after. It was Nick Ritchie with a roughing penalty against Zach Bogosian. I get that wrong probably so many times. But, yeah, and then there was it was 2 penalties. Because it was penalty for both of them. Nick Ritchie got a roughing penalty against Zach Bogosian. I get that wrong every time. And then at 2:49 at the same time, Bogosian got a roughing penalty against Nick Ritchie. So they both got penalties. 4-on-4 play, but they both killed it off. So, there was really pretty uneventful until the 8:40 mark of the third. Actually, no. It was pretty uneventful until around the 12-minute mark of the third period, where Victor Hedman got his second goal of the second goal of the playoffs, with Point with his 6th assist, and Palat with his third. And it was a pretty good goal. I could see it going in. It was a fire shot from the point. It basically I think it bounced off a Bruins player. I think McAvoy was screening Halak. Nothing Halak could really do about that goal. It was all right. You move on. But then with 18:48 remaining in the third period, 18:46 remaining in the third period, Victor Hedman got his second goal of the game, with Shattenkirk and Johnson getting the assist. It was 3-2, and I was immediately thinking to myself, I'm like, choke, Toronto. It's Toronto all over again. No. And you know what? Our Discord admin, Minnie McDeffs, he actually brought up a really good video idea. I want to credit him for this. He told me to make a video on how 3-0 is the worst lead in hockey. And I was thinking to myself, he's so smart. So likely around the next couple of days, we will probably be making a video about that, because I can come up with a million games where people were up 3-0 and then they lost 4-3. I can come up with multiple from Toronto right now, multiple from the playoffs especially. The Calgary-Dallas game, the Toronto-CBJ game, 2 Toronto-CBJ games. What else? There was another one. I forget what it was. But yeah, there was a lot of games where people were down like 3-0, and they ended up coming out to win in overtime, or they would win 7-3 or whatever. But I will make a video definitely discussing that. It was a very good idea. Final score was 3-2. Tampa could not tie that game up. They pulled their goalie. It was very intense. They just couldn't do it. Shots on goal was 31-37. A lot of people were 31-37 in favor of Tampa. A lot of people were saying that like Tampa, even from a person who didn't watch the game, they were saying, "Oh, Tampa Bay played so bad." No, I think Tampa kind of outplayed Boston low key because with how good they played, it just with all the shots they pressured Boston really hard. And especially towards the end there, I think that Boston's kind of lucky that they pulled out the dub, because it was actually getting really, really close. And I was thinking to myself, are we gonna have a choke? But no, it did not turn into that. It turned out into just a 3-2 win for Boston. Simple one. Boston leads the series 1-0. 3 stars of the game: David Pastrnak, right wing for Boston, pretty obvious. Victor Hedman scored 2 goals tonight, defenseman, and then Brad Marchand, the left wing, of course, playing pretty well. That line's very dominant. So yeah, that is the review with the Boston Bruins versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. I do want to clear something up here. I'm sorry about not covering any of the things that were happening in the past 2 days. I forgot to apologize for that. And I did promise a video that I was going to talk about how proud I am of the Montreal Canadiens. That's going to come tomorrow. I have so many videos planned for the next few weeks. I need to talk about what the schedule is going to be like with school. With me coming with that up, I'm going to talk about my school stuff a little bit, and the plans for the YouTube. And then I'm also going to make a video about the 3-0 lead, and then I'm going to have to make a video, and then 2020 reviews coming in. And then I still have this stack of hockey cards that I got today to unbox. I didn't make a video because I make videos about hockey cards pretty much once every 2 weeks. So I thought I'd just skip this week and kind of just try to spread out the videos for hockey card unboxings a little bit. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe button. If we're lucky, I have 2 special packages from my mom. They're special presents. They're coming on Wednesday, so we might get a few hockey cards, maybe a hat, maybe a jersey. I don't know. It's to congratulate me with all my schoolwork and how good I did last year. Long time coming. Combined with Easter and a bunch of holiday months that I missed gifts from. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, and also from, I forget what, Christmas in July, she usually gives me a mini gift, but she didn't do that either, so it doesn't matter, it's all good. So we will have some special packages coming in throughout the week. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we're trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you guys for the constant support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.